Hi, my name is Matthew Valera of Notary Public Network. Today's topic is the note. The note, or the promissory note as it's sometimes referred to, is really considered the contract of a loan in a loan transaction. The note is going to describe the precise terms of that loan with the borrowers. The reason why I call it the contract because it's really what the lender and the borrower are agreeing to in principle. Notes are very standardized and they don't need notarization. They often have 10 points that they'll identify each particular piece of information. I like to go through those points. Point number 1, the borrower's promise to pay. This will simply indicate how much the loan is for. The second point is the interest. How much interest is being charged to this borrower to borrow the funds that are allotted in point number 1. 3, the payments. This will identify two particular pieces of information. The first, when is that first payment due on this new loan? And the second, how much is the principal and interest of that payment every month? Point 4 will refer to the prepayment or lack thereof. Nowadays, prepayment penalties are very, very rare, unless of course you have a very particular type of loan such as an adjustable rate mortgage. On fixed loans, the prepayment indication is that there is no prepayment penalty if this borrower pays off their loan early or simply wants to pay more towards their principal at any given time throughout their term. Point 5 talks about the loan charges. And the loan charges really are the borrower has to be responsible for paying off any interest that's accruing for borrowing that money. The 6th point talks about the borrower's failure to pay as required. Now this will also note a couple of different pieces of information. The first and probably most important is that the borrower will always be given a 15-day grace period every month to make their payment. So for that matter, if the payment is due on the 1st of the month, they still have up until the 15th of that particular month to make their house payment. According to the rules on this note, if the payment is not made until the 16th of the month, it is considered delinquent and late, and the borrower will be charged a late penalty, which is also described in the 6th point. Now these can range from anywhere between 4, 5, and even up to 6% of that monthly charge. The rest of the document goes into more detail about what happens if the borrower doesn't make any payment at all. What would occur? The language refers to the word default. What is default? Default simply means that if the borrower doesn't pay on time, they will be sent a default notice from the lender indicating that they are delinquent in their payments. If the borrower still continues not to make their payments after receiving this letter, then the lender has the right to make that process go further into a foreclosure status. Now, as I mentioned, these documents are standardized and they are not notarized. I'm Matthew Valera with Notary Public Network. For more information, including additional videos, please visit us at notarypublicnetwork.com.